Stick with me, guys. This is going to be a pretty long take.
Oh, man. Don't hit me with them negative waves so early in the morning.
John Claymore here, and I did not think that I would be doing another video on these guys, but here we are. So, Black Rifle Coffee Company is trying to go on some sort of redemption tour from the mishap from the New York Times article, and of course, let's be honest, that interview with Evan Hafer on Dana Lash's program was an extremely softball interview. So they decided to go on the Drinking Bros podcast. By the way, I will be leaving the full 14-minute video or the clip that they had. I'll be leaving it in the comment section of the description box. It's description box 1. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do. Also, a couple more videos, including the one from Jameson Travels. He had a pretty good take on this ordeal as well. And of course, you guys can see exactly how bad this video has been ratioed. I mean, it's got like over 1,000 dislikes to 38 likes, which is... This is terrible. I mean, this right here may have even killed the Drinking Bros podcast at the same time, too. I mean, how ironic. Also, something else, too. The reason why I say it's ironic is because the guy who heads up the main person who does the thing at the Drinking Bros podcast used to be the vice president of marketing at Black Rifle Coffee. So, once again, they did another softball interview. But before we get into this, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this video. Hit the notification bell. I really want to hear you guys' comments on this right here. Please don't make fun of me because my beard is gone. I shaved it last night. And let's go ahead and get this. Now, this video is a video that I wanted to make last night. I actually did make it, and I actually released it today, but I cut it off really, really quick because I noticed some editing errors on my part. That's my bad. If you guys got a false notification, I want to go ahead and take a second to apologize for that. But let's go ahead and get into this. So, the St. Michael ordeal, that was discussed. Also, the donations were kind of steered clear of. And of course, Jared, Taylor is going out of his way to make matters look good. And he's really just kind of fails at this, as you guys will see here in a second. But we'll start first with the Kyle Rittenhouse ordeal. Okay, it's been since September of last year, okay? And this right is where they received their initial amount of hate. And they keep on saying, well, NPR and all these people came to us and they kind of demanded a statement. And they sort of caved into cancel culture. And of course, we found out through Heavy Duty Country, who, for whatever reason, decided to back off this issue. I will not speculate why he did it. That they were actually donating to leftist politicians, Tulsi Gabbard, Joe Biden, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, because they don't really truly believe in your right to own a gun. They believe in their right to own a gun. All right. So let's go ahead and roll clip number 1.
Like, again, changing that perspective. We faced crazy attacks from Proud Boy factions. They were incredibly racist and anti-Semitic. I mean, we've got plenty of screenshots and videos of the coordinated attacks going in on Telegram and all this shit.
So like Signal, Telegram, all
yes,
over the place. Yeah.
There was this giant. And
first, with Rittenhouse, okay, you guys are saying that you got all these text messages, all these threats from the Proud Boys, yet you claim you got the screenshots and stuff, but yet you guys have yet to actually release the evidence or the proof that you guys were threatened. I mean, it's been since September of last year. And I don't think you guys are trying to throw it under the bus. Are trying to just kind of scrape it under the rug. I think you guys are just flat out lying. I mean, dude, you could have posted this proof before, but you guys don't want to post it. So I'm going to go ahead and suggest that you don't have that proof. Also, something else too, and that is the fact that you guys like to block people on Twitter. Okay, look, really, really quick. Twitter can be aggravating because it is a left-wing sphere, but typically it's the left-wingers who block people, especially those who are on the conservative side of the aisle. They normally do that because leftists are a bunch of cowards and a bunch of wusses, and if they're not ganging up on you 20-on-1, they're not so tough. Let's go ahead and roll clip number 2.
Pile that says hold. And on top of that pile was the design that Evan had done up with St. Michael,
he's
the
patron
saint of paratroopers, with an SBR putting his foot on Satan. The reporter goes, why is that on hold? He's like, well, we were told by the legal department that this was added to the DOD's banned extremist images. He's like, so we're going to look into that before we launch it. That was the conversation.
Yeah.
Why would we look into it before we launch it? Because we don't want Black Rifle Coffee as a brand added to a banned item on the DOD's list, saying if they came out and said you cannot display Black Rifle Coffee in a government facility, that affects our AFES stuff, all the stores on bases. Like,
I feel like this right here is a BS excuse, and I'll explain why. It doesn't take somebody, it's just a little bit of common sense can kind of debunk this. First of all, the DOD. The DOD changes standards and they change their rules all the time, almost at a fluid pace. Like once a year, something will come out, they'll change something. Oh, wait a minute, we ain't got to do this anymore. Oh, wait, we need to enforce this. That's how the DOD is. So when you tell us that you're scared that you're going to lose revenue off of, which that's basically what this comes down to, is money. You're going to lose money from government facilities. Yet you've said on multiple occasions, and I've seen this myself, You sell your product at Cabela's. You sell your product online. You also sell your product at Bass Pro Shops. That right there will be the bulk of your money because our military is not that big size-wise, okay? Also, something else, too, is that your coffee is about $14.99 an actual bag, so many Lance Corporals, or we'll just say many E5s and belows are not going to be able to pay for that type of coffee, all right? So that right there already sounds like a load of BS, and anybody with common sense could tell that you're lying on that one or you're completely exaggerating. Also, the whole stupid crap, okay, you guys are the ones who look completely stupid. I'm just going to go ahead and say that right now. Also, something else, too, and this right here has been bothering me a lot. If you guys are that passionate about the St. Michael pendant, how about this right here? Pull the product line from the actual military installation. So, look, we ain't got to sell it at military installations. We can sell it online, okay? So all you got to do, sell it online. Hell, you can even charge people a couple extra bucks for it if you want to. Say it's a special blend in honor of. You see what I'm saying? It's not that hard. I mean, if you guys were really and truly had actual morals and actual grounds, you just would have pulled that product from the start and said, look, we'll just sell it online. Oh, man, we'll just sell it at Cabela's. We'll just sell it at Bass Pro Shops. It's an exclusive or something like that right there. But you guys, once again, chickened out. You kind of cowered out. And as I said before, the DOD changes its standards all the time. So anyone with common sense could tell you guys were lying on this one. Okay, then there's this clip here.
Bitch. That's an incel living in your mom's basement. You've not achieved shit in your life. And half of these motherfuckers, like that fat cunt Alex Jones down the road here. And by the way, I'm going to publish his fucking address soon. Talking all this shit about no, fuck him. All that shit about no, fuck that guy. All this shit about
incels, Alex Jones. Okay, first of all, the vast majority of conservatives have a job. Okay, I just left the job about an hour ago. I mean, I'm an intern for a baseball team. I just left. Okay. While I may not be working over the next month, I'll be basically doing YouTube content. I'll probably be going back to work in October. So you can't say that everybody that's post on you or everybody who has something negative to say about you is an incel. Okay, the vast majority of conservatives are not incels. As a matter of fact, you'll see in the video that I leave from the actual Drinking Bros podcast, you'll see that a lot of complaints were geared towards that there. You guys need to check out the comments. I mean, it's insane. Even Mark Dice commented on it. It's insane. So you bring that up. Now, Alex Jones, okay, I understand what you mean when you say, okay, he's not lifted his fat fingers to serve this country. Okay, I get that right there. Alex Jones is not a veteran, but I am a veteran. So I can call you guys out over this right here. And I'm not calling you guys cowards, because trust me, I respect you guys' service. I'm not saying you guys were frauds because you didn't serve. I'm saying you guys are frauds because you're not who you represent. You see what I'm saying? You're not exactly who you claim to be. So I get the whole Alex Jones point to a certain extent, but dude, why the hell have you got to say, I'll post this friggin' address because they've been posting? Okay, right there, you already look weak because you guys have not posted. Once again, you've not posted the supposed threats, the screenshots, the emails, the actual text messages from the Proud Boy factions you claim to be talking about earlier, but yet you're saying, I'm going to post this guy's. Okay, do you know who does that crap? Leftists. That's who does that crap. I remember Rosie O. Fat Ass O'Donnell. Yeah, Rosie O. Fat Ass. I remember her posting George Zimmerman's father's address on Twitter, and she wanted people to show up to his house. That right there is what leftists do, okay? And you guys are showing right now that you guys are pretty damn weak and pretty damn fickle, which, by the way, I'll get into that right here after this next clip.
It's all these fucking non-deployed or non-service 3%er cunts, right? That say things like iron sharpens iron, hanging out with a bunch of fucking other fat retards like yourself that that all think the same. That's the iron that's sharpening the iron. Are you fucking kidding me?
The pillar of progress, Dan. The pillar.
You can suck my dick, and all the companies out there.
It's a lot. It's also though what we've seen is like the fucking the guys that we're talking about, the asthma. I would have joined except I had asthma. It's like now they've all got together.
I would have punched a drill sergeant in the face.
Yeah. I'd punch a drill sergeant in the face. Yeah. Now they're all together and they've all like hyped themselves up. That now this has become a thing. Now I'm more of a patriot. I'm more of a patriot than any soldier. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, stop. Like, at one second they beat their chest about how they're patriots and about freedom, and in the same breath they fucking talk about anybody that says anything good about the left can fucking burn in hell. It's like, shut up, you nerds. You're a bunch of fucking nerds.
That's the sound of somebody that's never sacrificed a goddamn thing in their life.
No, or doesn't even understand that You've literally been conditioned to be as polarizing as you are right now.
Yeah.
You are falling for the trap.
Some of this I actually can empathize with you guys on, but here's the problem. And Jared, of course, looks and sounds like an SJW. And you guys should see the full entire interview because he has gone complete SJW. The guy in the gray has obviously got an ego issue, but let me explain my point. All right. I had the exact same mindset that you guys had. I was very, very much against authority. I didn't like being told what to do, especially by civilians. So I kind of developed the same exact mindset. Now, people who say stuff like, I'd punch a drill instructor in the face. Come on, dude. We all know that they're full of crap. All right. I mean, you got to take people like that right there with a grain of salt. I mean, just the way it is. All right. Look, when I got back home from my second deployment, I ran to a guy I went to high school with, and he said, well, I would have joined, but I wanted to go special forces. No, dipshit. You got to join the military first to even have a chance at special forces, which, by the way, I already know you're not going to do either one of them. But back on point. And something else, too, when you talk about these guys who have, like, tell me when this war in your mind starts. Okay, dude, I don't know if you know this or not, man, but if there was ever a war on these shores, it would be defensive, okay? And also something else, too, is that didn't you guys pay attention to the riots last year? Oh, wait, that's right. You were donating to the people who were pushing the riots. But back on point, a lot of these guys who didn't join the military, they watch a lot of good YouTube channels, like, say, Black Scout Survival. I got a friend of mine who's got a YouTube channel, X Marks the Spot Marksmanship. He teaches people to shoot, and he doesn't always teach military guys, okay? So, and something else, too, is that those guys there, I mean, Warhawk 71, all these other good channels, they don't go after their clientele. They don't go after their viewers like you guys just did. I mean, so you guys can go ahead and cut that crap right away. Obviously, Mr. Gray here there's got a really, really big ego, and he's quite fickle about everything. I mean, he's very, very easily triggered. But back on point. When you insult people who are pro-2A, and like I said, you guys just go look at the comments in the comment section of that actual podcast, which I will put in the description box, and you will see for yourself, again, the backlash they're getting. Not to mention the 1,000 of these right here to the 30 of these right here. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, man, but we fought a revolution. Now, I understand times have changed, but dude, at that time, man, 90% of the people who fought the British, man, they were all hunters who never had any military experience. I mean, so what are you getting at here? I mean, you do realize that if the shit actually hit the fan here in the United States, it would be a completely defensive war. I mean, I don't know about you, man, but having a bunch of guys who hunt and fish, especially guys who shoot at targets from 400 yards away, wouldn't be the worst thing to have in the world. I mean, they may be a little bit out of shape, man, but how about you guys do this right? Instead of pissing these people off, why don't you guys start YouTube channels and actually help these guys out and say, hey, look, man, this right here is what you need to do, you know, to get in shape for in case the shit hits the fan. I may start doing that here real soon myself. But I mean, as I said before, this is why people turn to people like Black Scout Survival and X Marks the Spot Marks. I messed up again. That's why they do that, because they don't get insulted by people like yourself who think you're better than everyone else. Like I said before, people actually have a genuine desire to learn these things, and here you guys are shitting all over them. Guys, this is John P. Claymore. I just figured I'll go ahead and make these points. If you like this content, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, sign off in the comment section. I really want to hear what you guys got to say, and I will be posting videos in the comment section, and I will see you guys later.
It's still up. No, it ain't.